A very good afternoon, Doctor. So today I would like to present our group report, and the title is Effect of Corporate Governance on Firm Performance in Malaysia. So we are from Group 19, and myself is Kalisuaran Kiramanagaran, and my group mates are Muhammad Zamir bin Saiful Irwan, Anas Salihin bin Mazlan, Muhammad Najmuddin bin Abdul Nasir. So today I would like to present the introduction of our group report. So as Malaysia is a developing country, here in Malaysia, the Malaysian Code of Corporate Governance was first established in the year 2000, which was MCCG 2000, and then it was revised and introduced in the year 2007. And after that, another new MCCG was released in the year 2012. And lastly, the latest MCCG was enforced in the year 2016, and it is known as MCCG 2016. So here, previous research has documented mixed results about whether this corporate governance mechanism have a positive impact on company performance. This makes the effect of corporate governance on firm performance is still unknown or inconclusive. Therefore, our research attempts to study the relationship between selected corporate governance mechanism and corporate performance based on the current environment in Malaysia. The corporate governance mechanism includes a set of corporate governance variables, namely internal governance. The internal governance includes board independence, board meetings, board size, diversity, duality, and family ownership. This study wants to test whether there are wrong corporate governance practices that have a positive impact on company performance. Research on governance structure and corporate performance has been concentrated in developed countries. However, the effect of corporate governance on the performance of companies in developing countries such as Malaysia is still inconclusive.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Muhammad Zamir bin Saiful Irwan. Today I will present about problem statement. Agency theory and resource dependence theory show that companies with strong corporate governance are outperforming companies with weaker corporate governance. However, in developing countries like Malaysia, the effect of strong corporate governance on company performance is still unknown due to having different institutional environment compared to Western countries. Next, I will explain about the objective of this assignment. The first one is to study the impact of the Malaysian Corporate Governance Code on the performance of listed company in Malaysia. The second one is to explore the relationship between corporate governance adaptation and company performance in developing countries like Malaysia, having different institutional environment compared to Western countries. That's all from me. Thank you.
The change in MCGI indicates that MCGC 2013 considerably improved company corporate governance over the prior edition of MCGC in 2008. This is consistent with the recent study, which indicate a significant improvement in corporate governance of enterprise following the application of governance rules. According to the findings of recent study, the enhancement of the corporate governance code by enforcement agencies has a favorable influence on firm performance. Because the major goals of the study is to examine the effect of the corporate governance and firm performance, was discovered that there is a positive and substantial association. The result of findings confirm that effective corporate governance increase company performance and provide convincing evidence for adopting governance and rules and practices in business. Furthermore, the findings shows that government agencies must enforce a robust corporate governance code in order to strengthen the corporate governance structure of enterprise, and as a result from performance. It's emphasized the relevance of law enforcement in emerging economies in driving changes in corporate conduct and performance. In emerging economies with inadequate legal protection and limited investor participation, a top-down approach to corporate governance implementation may be appropriate. The link between board independence and operating performance was found to be negative in pre-SOS 2002 times in the United States, but it was shown to be positive and substantial in the post-2002 time. Bad governance reforms may have a detrimental impact on firm performance following changes in government regulation. However, the number of business that experience positive governance change was greater than the number of business that experience negative governance change. This immediately following the introduction of the new code. The empirical data demonstrates that corporate governance has an impact on firm performance. In Malaysia firms, there is a positive and strong association between corporate governance and firm performance.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Muhammad Najmuddin bin Abdul Nasir and my metric number is 049576. Now I will continue to present the conclusion of this report. There is growing interest in the study of corporate governance and its impact on performance in emerging markets. The corporate governance method differ from country to country depending on the level of institutional development. In this context, our study attempts to shed light on the corporate governance mechanism in a developing country like Malaysia. This paper studies the impact of MCCG on the firm performance of Malaysian firms with the help of the Self-Developed Corporate Governance Index (MCGI). The endogeneity issue is addressed by studying the relationship between corporate governance, firm performance, and the capital structure of Malaysian firms using a system simultaneous equation. In this study, we explore the impact of change in MCCG on firm performance. Our study has contributed to the body of literature with our result that the implementation of MCCG 2007 and 2012 has improved the performance of these firms in Malaysia. The result could be attributed to the institutional development background of the emerging economies. It will be incorrect to compare the governance structure of industrialized and developing markets. And lastly, our finding imply that the corporate governance rules and practice do increase firm performance, and that MCCG standards are important for corporate performance and sustainability in Malaysia. That's all from me. Thank you.